Hello, this is Andrew here with Fadox on the Densman hail and wind claim. Taking a look at the roof in order to provide more context to the claims being made by the insured. Now, I reviewed the letter sent from the carrier that stated there are no new damages being claimed in the insured's estimate and photo report, therefore a new investigation is not warranted. Part of the reason for me being here today is to prove that that statement is objectively false. So we'll give it a start here, starting off with these pipe jacks, which are available in the insured's estimate for repair. And we also have this photos available. Now this is a soft metal. And you can see after I chalked it, there are clear indentations on that metal. Not addressed by the carrier. Just for context, this is one of the rain caps that's been covered, and we can see that there's an indentation there, indicative of hail damage. Already been covered again. We'll go up here. This is the second rain cap that has been covered by the insurer, no longer in pre-loss condition. We can see the indentations there. Now, this chimney stack, available in the insured's estimate and photo report, is one of the damages being claimed that the insurer has not addressed or covered. And we can see clear indentations that are very similar to the indentations we just witnessed, which have already been covered by the insurer. The insurer's denial letter or formal letter is objectively false for this reason and many others that we'll continue to go over. We'll look here at the boot. You can see a clear indentation there. And in real time, I will chalk it. Still remains. That is available in the insured's estimate and photo report. Another pipe jack with indentations. Another pipe jack with indentations. This is a very soft metal right here. Objectively no longer in pre-loss condition because the insured is claiming that a covered peril impacted them and made it so. In order for the carrier to deny a claim being made by the insured, they must conduct a reasonable investigation. Now we have overwhelming compelling evidence that there are areas on this roof that the insured did not cover or acknowledge or maybe even think to investigate. Therefore, a new investigation is warranted. Look at this pipe boot here, HVAC boot here. We've got an indentation. That's in the insured's estimate and photo report. Now, another thing that the insured brought up, or is claiming rather, is that the shingle is not repairable. Every roof is different, every shingle system is different, depends on the ventilation. Age is not necessarily an important factor. The only way to really determine the repairability of a shingle is to physically replace it. You can do a theoretical test, which is not very scientific, and maybe try to put a balled fist under the shingle, but it's much different than lifting the shingle, manipulating it, holding it so that you can remove the fasteners and then put new fasteners in. Completely different. And the only fair way to assess that is by actually replacing the shingle, maybe one of the three that's already been covered by the insurer. That's why a lot of carriers have gotten away from repairability tests in general because of the lawsuits that ensued, not really giving it a fair and reasonable investigation. But I think what we have here is indicative, or at least substantiates to a degree, the insured's claim that the shingle is not repairable, and this is why. So we can see that this HVAC boot looks relatively new, and the surrounding shingles around it have mechanical crease lines. We'll zoom in here so you can see, right? That shingle's been cut, of course, but the shingles surrounding have been lifted and creased along this line, which demonstrates that the shingle is too brittle to be manipulated without being mechanically damaged, i.e. no longer in pre-loss condition. Now, the principle of indemnification will restore the property to its condition before the loss. If we mechanically damage shingles during the repair, surrounding shingles that are undamaged we're violating the principle of indemnification, the basic principle of indemnification that the policy covers. Those shingles will no longer be in pre-loss condition. Those shingles, because they've been mechanically damaged, will not be able to resist high winds as well as they did before. just for context, we have a brand new roof right there and right there. That one looks older, but these two guys got their roof replaced. All right. Another thing that was not addressed in the carrier's estimate, the insured is claiming that these impacts, not blisters, are the result of wind-driven debris. Down here in this addition, we have shingles along the rake that have been damaged. Now, the insured is claiming that those damaged shingles, which are available in their photo report, are the result of wind-driven debris. Tree limbs that have impacted the property because of high winds. Those shingles are no longer in pre-loss condition, and that was due to a covered peril, is what the insured is claiming. Notice there's no tree rubbing up against the property. Therefore, that damage is not due to long-term wear and tear or negligence by the insured. All right. A few more things, and this was also included in the insured's estimate and photo report. There are a few missing applique or saw-tooth portions of the shingle. Now this shingle, you'll see here, we've got a bonding strip with no shingle underneath it. Where was it? There's a missing applique kind of just sitting out here on its own. Can't find it right now, but it's probably in the insured's photo report. Just for context, this is what that applique would have looked like. Very small. But this shingle comes off the manufacturer line as one whole unit. The applique, the sawtooth portion, is one whole unit. Objectively, that missing applique means that this shingle is no longer in pre-loss condition. What caused that? Well, the insured is claiming that it's due to a covered peril, high winds. Now, in order for the carrier to deny that claim, they have to conduct a reasonable investigation. South Carolina General Statute. The insured also sent multiple pictures of what they are claiming are hail damages to the shingle. Now, whether we the carrier elected to send out a ladder assist or a licensed adjuster who has the standing to interpret and negotiate insurance, I don't know that. But in my experience, if they were to send out, let's say, a young kid ladder assist who might not necessarily know what he's looking at or care, I think that would make a big difference when we're looking for damages. As a public adjuster is incentivized to do fine-tooth comb absolutely everything and knows the coverage is afforded to the insured by the policy. So we've covered a few of the things that were not covered by the insurer, thus nullifying the validity of the carrier's formal letter. Therefore, a new investigation is warranted. If you'd like to conduct that investigation, I'd be happy to meet you here and present damages being claimed by the insured, as well as conduct a repair video. I'll have the contractor do that, and you can be here in person if you'd like to make sure everything is on the up and up in order to give the insured's claims a fair and reasonable investigation. Thank you.